Got on a plane in Frisco. I got off in Vietnam. I walked into a different world. The past forever gone. You know I could have gone to Canada, or I could have stayed in school. But I was brought up differently. I couldn't break the rules. 12 months and 15 days. The last ones were the worst.
They don't have any idea what's going on. That's even like taking the knee today. Every veteran that came back from overseas, from Vietnam, they all come back with a flag on them. So by kneeling down on that flag, it's just disrespectful. You know, they were never in the service. It's great if you're a superhero or a ball player or whatever, you know.
Well, you know, I'd like to have them spend a day with me in the jungle. And that's how I could explain the war to them. How at times everything was against you. Not only did you have the animals, you had nature, you had the heat of the sun, the rains of the monsoon, the leeches when you crossed the river, and then you had booby traps. And then you had the enemy. And the enemy wasn't always the South Vietnamese, wasn't always the North Vietnamese people. Sometimes it was your own men.
Actually, just what I said. It's, first of all, the ones that did go to Canada and wouldn't go. Personally, cowards, absolute cowards. And what I would explain to them is what we're doing right here. There are countries that they would shoot you and they would kill me. Take a look around. You know, we haven't got it so bad. There are countries you can't do this in. Mm-hmm. You can't speak like this and, you know, what the program is going to be about. Some of these countries don't allow any of that. You know, it's your country. And hey, if you want to leave, you can leave. You know, that's how I look at it. It's, you know, you can go home and have supper tonight and watch TV or whatever, and nothing's going to happen, but it's your country. That's how I look at it. I'll wave, you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to dress up like a flag, but I'll wave the flag like anybody else. And when we're at the memorial and stuff, which is, to me, our place, there's just, it's your country. You know, for God's sakes, you know, have a little bit of pride. You don't have to like everything. I don't. No different than you guys, and you're a lot younger, but it's your country. If you don't like it, leave.
Was just following orders. He had a contract with Uncle Sam. I'd like to explain to him that they should be watching their politicians more, because the politicians are controlling the generals and whoever's running the war.
Yeah.
And they seem to all have their individual, whatever they wanted to do, either get rich. It's always money. Money controls everything.
Definitely.
You know? And, you know, the arms, they get rich through the arms, property. There was a company over there we had to guard. It was called RMKBMJ. It was a big construction company. Things were always getting blown up, and they were trying to make Vietnam part of the United States. They were building new buildings. Well, the big joke was that they were just initials, but the J at the end, everybody said it was partly owned by the President of the United States, Johnson. That's what the J stood for. I don't know if that's true or not, but it was all initials. And the private companies over there that made money, millions of dollars, and that's what continued it on. As long as somebody's making money in an important endeavor and have the political backing of whoever they're backing, they're going to extend it and extend it, extend it. We're just cannon fodder. Just do what we ordered to do. And it's a shame people have to die because of that.
Oh yeah, once I got home and once we decided to leave Vietnam, yeah. And like I said, it's the government. You know, the government made that happen. And then it was a series, I don't remember the gentleman's name, it was a 10-part series on the Vietnam War, and it was so accurate it used to give me goosebumps. Matter of fact, I should have never watched it because my nightmares magnified. But I had known the American people were lied to by our own politicians. I just didn't know to what degree. And after I watched that documentary, 10-part series, I said, you've got to be kidding me. The lies that the American people were told about that whole war. It wasn't even close. So yeah, I got mad at the politicians at the time. I still love this country, and I'd go and fight for it in a minute again. But
Oh, my views. Well, I would still do it again, you know, because I believe what the politician told us, that if they overran the country, you know, communism was going to go all over the world. You know, I believe what they said. After, you know, when I first got there, I was fighting for my country, but after I was there a few months and seeing so many guys getting killed and wounded, I wasn't no longer fighting for my country. I was fighting to survive, you know, just hoping that I made it home, you know. So I don't know if that explains it to you or not, but that's what my opinion was.
Only political. You can't help but look a little deeper when you're over there and start looking at how come we're not doing this, and it's all political. And it did change my views on the politicians. And I don't have the respect for them that I used to have. But we need them. We just hope we have the better ones.
Yeah.
You know, the war was all the politicians' bullshit. Stop the bombing, do this. Like I said, TV, they showed the girl that was birthed, the Vietnamese girl. I think she lives in this country now. She was bombed by her own people. Their own Vietnamese Air Force was the one that bombed them, you know. But of course, they shoot. You know, they got to show that. They got to get everything up there that looks bad for the American people. Don't ask me why, but they still do it. But the war itself, we won every battle.
1 minute I'd kneel down to pray, and the next I'd stand and cursed. No place to run to where I could not find that war. When I got home, I stayed alone, and I checked behind each door, 'cause I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon. ground at home was covered with snow. I was covered in sweat. My younger brother calls me a killer, and my daddy calls me a vet. Everybody says I'm someone else, that I'm sick and there's no cure. I'll be damned if I know who I am. There's only one place I was sure, when I was still in Saigon, still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon, in my mind. Every summer when it rains, I smell the jungle, I hear the flames. I can't tell no one, I feel ashamed, afraid someday I'll go insane. That's been 50 long years ago, and time has gone on by. But now and then I catch myself, I searching through the sky. All sounds from long ago will forever be in my head, mingled with the wounded cries and the silence of the dead. 'Cause I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon. I'm still in Saigon.